Hi, Mike. Well, darkness is falling on Washington, D.C. I can tell you the mood at the White House has been dark all day. A sort of wake-up call that after months of basically calling the investigations into Donald Trump and his inner circle witch hunts, his former campaign manager and confidant and lawyer could be headed for jail. Brushing off the explosive charges by Donald Trump's former lawyer, the White House said the president is innocent.
As the president has stated on numerous occasions, he did nothing wrong. There are no charges against him in this. And just because Michael Cohen made a plea deal doesn't mean that that implicates the president on anything.
That is a narrow interpretation of what happened Tuesday in court, where Michael Cohen said he was directed by the U.S. president to pay hush money to two women who claimed that they have had affairs with Donald Trump. The payments were illegal under U.S. campaign finance laws. Tuesday also saw the conviction of Trump's former campaign chairman, Paul Manafort, on 8 charges, including tax evasion and bank fraud. The U.S. president took to Twitter to defend Manafort and criticize Cohen and the U.S. justice system, saying, "I feel very badly for Paul Manafort and his wonderful family. Justice took a 12-year-old tax case, among other things, applied tremendous pressure on him, and unlike Michael Cohen, he refused to make up stories in order to get a deal. Such respect for a brave man." That tweet fed speculation that the president might use his powers to pardon Manafort, who is facing at least one other trial and could go to prison for the rest of his life. Michael Cohen's lawyer, meanwhile, says his client wouldn't accept a pardon from the president and has more information on Trump's actions during the 2016 presidential election, including possible collusion with Russia.
The answer is definitively no, under no circumstances, since he came to the judgment after Mr. Trump's election to the president of the United States that his suitability is a serious risk to our country. And certainly after Helsinki creates serious questions about his loyalty to our country, his answer would be no. I do not want a pardon from this man.
It's quite incredible, Mike, that a man, Michael Cohen, his former lawyer, who once said that he would take a bullet for U.S. President Donald Trump, now has his finger on a political and potentially legal trigger that, if is pulled, could imperil this presidency. Quite incredible 24 hours here.
Yeah, jaw-dropping yesterday, no doubt about it. What's next for the president?
Well, one thing is obvious. All these attacks on the Mueller inquiry, remember, which is investigating collusion, potential collusion between Russia and the Trump campaign back in 2016, that hasn't worked because we've seen 2 court cases essentially with 2 guilty, 1 guilty verdict, 1 guilty plea. So that strategy of trying to sort of change the Mueller inquiry or change it in the court of public opinion has failed in the face of facts. The other thing is, what does Michael Cohen know and who's he going to tell it to? It seems, according to his lawyer, we just heard there, that he's got a lot more to say, which could imperil the president even further. And Paul Manafort, too. Is he going to look for a lighter sentence, maybe cooperating? And of course, we have heard nothing from the Mueller inquiry proper yet on allegations of Russian collusion. That is going to be the big bombshell. And when that wraps up, we don't even know yet.
Nathan King at the White House.